Genoa City. The calm before the storm is officially over in Genoa City. Over the next 2 weeks, the young and the restless is shifting into high gear as a high-stakes kidnapping plot reaches a fever pitch, unlikely alliances are tested, and the ghosts of the past come back to haunt the present. From March 9th to March 20th, viewers can expect a whirlwind of sneaky maneuvers, raw emotional confrontations, and fury unleashed on anyone who gets in the way. Here is your creative deep dive into the drama consuming the lives of Genoa City's elite. Jack's nightmare on the water. The Abbott family has been living a nightmare since the disappearance of their patriarch, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. While the family scrambles for answers on land, Jack is fighting for his survival on the water. After a rude awakening that left him locked in a cabin, Jack has realized he is stranded on a yacht in the middle of Lake Michigan, with no phone and no way to call for help. But the isolation isn't even the worst part. In a twist that sends chills down the spine, Jack comes face to face with his captor, Patty Williams. The woman who once shot him and has haunted his psyche for years is back, and she is anything but stable. Stacy Haiduk reprises her role as the iconic villainess, and she immediately ensnares Jack in a twisted web. Spoilers indicate that Jack, ever the pragmatic survivor, will try to manipulate his way out of the situation. He is expected to use his infamous charm, promising Patty a kiss on the yacht if she lets him out of the room. However, this is a dangerous game. Patty is setting a trap, and Jack is walking right into it. His attempt to navigate the ship to find a phone could lead him into even more perilous waters. The battle for Chancellor and Jack's life. Back in Genoa City, the corporate war for Chancellor Industries has literally become a matter of life and death. Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, in his quest to reclaim his family's legacy, has made his move brutally clear. Jack's life is the bargaining chip. Victor has given Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, a terrifying ultimatum: surrender Chancellor by the end of the day, or risk losing his brother forever. This puts Billy in an impossible corner. He wants to save Jack, but the company is currently in the hands of a stubborn Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. The week of March 9th will see Victor driving a hard bargain with Phyllis, demanding Chancellor in exchange for Jack, as well as Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and the twins. But Phyllis is just as stubborn as Victor. Initially, she may vow to trade Chancellor for the prisoners, but when faced with the reality of losing the company, she may balk, a decision that will ignite the fury of Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters. Diane, desperate and terrified for her husband, is expected to put Phyllis on full blast. She will stop at nothing to find Jack, and her desperation will lead her to confront the Newman patriarch directly. Nikki's limit. The kidnapping of Jack Abbott doesn't just affect the Abbotts. It sends shockwaves through the Newman household. While Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, rushes to defend her father, claiming he is just doing what it takes to reclaim their legacy, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, sees the situation for what it is: a crime. Nikki is no stranger to Victor's schemes, but holding a man hostage, a man who was once her friend and confidant, may be the line that cannot be uncrossed. After a likely enlightening and furious conversation with Phyllis, Nikki is piecing together the truth. Spoilers suggest that Nikki will be pushed to her limit, potentially reviving her threat of divorce. She may insist she will leave Victor for good unless he surrenders Jack immediately. Will Nikki's moral compass be strong enough to steer Victor away from this disastrous path? Or will the mustache dig in his heels and lose his wife in the process? The hunt for Matt Clark intensifies while the Abbott-Newman war dominates the headlines. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, remain locked in their own personal battle against the sinister Matt Clark. Roger Howarth, after receiving a chilling message, the exes are moving from defense to offense. In a surprising turn of events, Nick and Sharon turn to the one person who might have the underworld connections to find Matt: Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. Adam, who once lived a secret life as Spider in Las Vegas, has the contacts to track someone down. Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, is also on the case, and her old contacts point them toward Sin City. This sets the stage for a potential Newman brother road trip. Spoilers hint that Adam will come through with game-changing intel, leading both him and Nick to Vegas to confront the threat once and for all. This mission could either heal the rift between the brothers or drive them further apart, especially if Adam's methods cross lines that Nick can't accept. Mariah's day in court and Patty's final trap as the second week, March 16 to 20, unfolds. The action shifts between the glittering danger of Las Vegas and the solemn gravity of a Genoa City courtroom. Mariah Copeland's Cameron Grimes kidnapping trial is set to begin. With Christine Blair Romalotti, Lauralee Bell, in her corner, the defense will argue for a mental health facility stint rather than prison. It will be an emotional roller coaster for Mariah and her family, particularly Tessa, as they fight to keep their family together. Meanwhile, back on the yacht, Jack's situation goes from bad to worse. Having tried and failed to sweet-talk Patty, he will find himself tangled up in her delusions. She is expected to deliver some unsettling news that makes Jack realize just how deep of a hole he is in. He may be forced to cross dangerous lines, emotionally and psychologically, just to survive until a rescue can arrive. Will the Abbotts locate the boat on Lake Michigan in time? Can Nikki get through to Victor? And will Nick and Adam find Matt before he strikes again? The next 2 weeks on The Young and the Restless promise a perfect storm of sneaky moves and unleashed fury that will change Genoa City forever.